Okay, folks, gotta go pay the bill at the parts store. Hey folks, this is Mike from KEI Fabrication. This is my LS swapped Mazda B2200. Alright, now we got a design chair. I can do some highly classified scientific calculations. That's too good.
That's unbelievable.
Oh, that's reverse. So it's in the dirt like 4 inches. The rim itself is in the dirt, and then the tire is deeper than that. So see what happens when we put a jack on it. Alright folks, hope you enjoyed watching me struggle with this tire and rim. This is a early Michelin, and I don't know if how old you folks are, but I'm showing my age here. When I first started out working in a garage, I was 14, 15 years old. Radials were just making their way into the normal, becoming the normal tire of choice. They were slowly being won over by some of the old school people. Well, whenever I saw a Michelin radial show up in the shop that I was working in, I would cringe because they would always give me significant resistance in getting them off the rim, and it was no difference here. This is a 1980 something Michelin radial. Even with the sidewall deteriorated as bad as it is, I mean, I can stick my fingers through almost all the way around. You know, this thing was sitting in the dirt for, let's see, what did we figure out, 18, 17 years? Also, this tire machine is not designed to do 12-inch, so I have to break the bead off the rim and then actually put the clamp around the outside of the bottom of the rim instead of grabbing it from the inside. So the struggle for 12-inch rims is particularly more of an issue than 14s, 15s, 16s, and even 17s with this rim, with this tire machine. And you know, when you throw in an old school radial like a Michelin, that just, I don't know, they must have a tremendous tight tolerance in how they made the inside diameter of the tires, and also the construction of that area. Even with the tire trying to peel it off, being located inside the lowest point of the rim, just absolute wrestling match. Unfortunately, I got a couple of more of these to do. So anyway, we'll get back at it. As you can probably imagine, 12-inch tires are extremely hard to buy, even new, and even harder used, because there just hasn't been vehicles produced with passenger car type 12-inch tires for a long time. This is actually a studded snow tire that I had as a reserve for one of my old Alice Chalmers B10 ride-on tractors in case I got a flat with those 12-inch tires. This was kind of in my pile as a spare. So unfortunately, to get this car moving under its own power, I got to resort to my absolute worst examples of my spare tire pile. So, but if that's all you got, that's what you got to do. Now what's even more questionable is this thing even going to hold air? Holy cow! That's encouraging. That's encouraging. Body shop tire. Alright folks, it's another beautiful morning, and rather than doing what we're supposed to be doing, like getting ready for the 2 feet of snow that's on its way, we're going to blow it off and go play. So we're getting packed up, ready to go on another mission. Oh, wait a minute. Huh, look at that. A lot of good that did. Alright, let me get the trailer hooked up and we're good to go. Alright folks, we're back to give it another try. Most people today are probably out getting their Christmas trees. We're going to get this thing driving out of here under its own power. So we thought that tire might be savable by putting a tube in it, but let's show them. When we finally rotated it around, it's probably the worst tire out of the bunch that we had. So we need to come up with a plan to get another corner of this thing on rubber. So hopefully that will be something we can resolve here in a short period of time.
I don't think so, stupid!
so we went back to plan B. We got the bead to brake with some the Ford 600 tire machine, and we got the bead to brake. So we're going to try and peel that off and get the old tube out, put a new tube in, see if that gets the car on all fours. Just to show you folks how sketchy this tire is. The tube is already pushing through the tire right there. Matter of fact, I might take a little air out of it, which was probably the problem initially. So instead of putting this on the front, we're going to have to put it on the back where the car weighs next to nothing. So definitely got to search for some better tires and wheels for this thing. Alright, I'm going to try and get this thing on all fours. Hood opening the wrong way, where depriving you of content here. So, alright, so we got the gas tank on the passenger seat because that's safer, and then we're gonna hook the hose back up to the carburetor, fuel pump switch, put the battery in, and we'll take it from there. Drive belt?
Oh, I did.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you didn't see that. Using the orange, safety orange one because that implies safety. put the seatbelt on the gas tank? Or? I'm not sure there's seatbelts in this thing. Think it'll work from the key, or do we have to jump it? You pull on that wheel.
Oh, got buzzerage.
You got buzzerage. See if it turns over, and then I'll. Remember what we were saying about not needing go juice?
You let the fuel pump catch up a little bit.
Good. Is the fuel pump running?
It's running.
It's almost like there isn't any fuel.
I'm gonna let her stop here. Cause it's still running.
It won't stop. It just goes into a bypass mode. I
Oh, wait
think.
a minute. I think it's shut off here.
Oh, that could do it.
There we go.
Duh.
That might work better now.
I can hear gas going in the carburetor now. Shame on me for putting a shut-off valve on that thing. Alright, I was just about ready to dump some fuel in the carburetor, but it just didn't have any going into it. Come on. Trying to get the air cleaner bolt in.
Okay. Oh wait, we'll do take two.
Alright, let's give this a shot.
Alright, here we go. He's looking.
That's encouraging. Gonna let it warm up a little. Well, we're back to where we were the last time we tried this. Except we got wheels and tires on it now. The fast idle is already so when you do try to drive it away, you probably want to turn to the right a little bit, just so it's not.
You want to be honest?
Oh no, this is your deal. I would head right up to the garage so you can put air in that tire. I don't know how many miles we're going to get out of it. Put it in four-wheel low.
Four-wheel low?
Yep.
Get the window open so I have a quick escape.
Yeah, yep. You gonna go straight? The other tires. broke free. Yeah, right? Yep. That might be important to remember. It's moving under its own power, folks. 17 years. Well, it made it over the garage. Put some air in that right front tire. Well, how'd it handle from over there to over here?
Like a dream.
All right. Well, I think it's time to take it for a test drive around the racetrack.
All right. We'll go for it.
All right. If you crash, make sure it's spectacular. All right, folks. Steve has only owned this farm for a couple of months, and that car, as we said in the beginning, was left here. Bringing her around to the to the thing. So before the horses came up and they put the fencing up, we cut 20 feet and reclaimed the land all the way around. And you know, the excuse to the wives was, you know, you need to be able to drive all the way around it to maintain it. But really, we did all that so we could do exactly what we're doing right now, which is taking this thing for its first lap around the racetrack. Should I get the stopwatch out?
It's like a going to town vehicle.
It is. Of course, there's no brakes on it. Emergency brake doesn't work. No. Bangity bang bang. So, just to show you how far out he is. And, this is a 2-acre. Pretty much a 2-acre square field. So he's heading around the back. Pulling the hill. We might have a successful complete lap. I have no idea if he's in frame or not. There he is. All right, he's coming out of turn 4. We did it! The brake lights work. Does that help? We made a complete lap, Steve.
That's the illusion of brakes now.
Right? Yeah, there was absolutely no fluid in it, so.
A lot of stuff falling out of the headline.
Yeah, we might should probably have a World War II mask on, right?
There's no furry woodland creatures have fallen on me yet.
No.
I'm taking for another spin. I'll let you have a go.
All right, let's see if it'll make 2 laps.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Money shift. He's getting after it now. I think the brake pedal's stuck. The horses are like, what in the world are these guys doing? Power shift second. Getting after it now. Uh-oh. Got smoke coming out of it. Is it getting a little toasty or something? It smells like burning acorns. Hey, the electric fan! That's right, we forgot that was wired to a switch. Yeah, that might help. I heard a couple of cabangs and thumps.
Yeah, one of these is really not existent.
Yeah, I think we saw all the oil and everything all over the ground. 17 years in the making.
I don't know, you think we should name her? Old Yeller?
Old Yeller, that's pretty appropriate. I don't know, the ending of that movie was pretty sad.
Yeah.
So. Alright, we're gonna give her a rest because it was running pretty hot. Let it cool down a little bit. So the brake pedal was actually frozen stuck, and then he broke it loose, and we threw a little .3 in there. And the pedal's actually working now, but it's going to take a few hundred miles to... I can't imagine a wheel cylinder or caliper is even close to running. Alright, you folks have suffered with us all this time here. We're going to give you folks a ride. The first in reverse is a little close. And this thing actually runs really smooth. Say hi to Ginger. Uh-oh. Sounds like the fuel pump's running out of gas. Better make it quick. Ooh, the wipers work. Shift is a little sloppy. That was an attempt to go into second gear with one hand and a knee on the steering wheel. So here's how that happened. How do you turn these things off? Oop, that's faster. Can't turn the wipers off. Oop, there's the clunking and banging that I was hearing when Steve was driving it. Let's see if I can... Oh yeah, there's no brakes. That was close. That was close. I forgot there was no brakes. I was going hot into that corner. I was headed for the poles. Ooh, I found the switch for the wipers. I forgot I had no brakes. That was, I thought I was going to take out the brand new... Ooh, there's the clunk and bang phone. Made it. The fuel pump quieted down, so maybe it was just sloshing around. Whoops.
hit late.
I hit every switch but the thing because I was driving one-handed. I totally forgot it had no brakes. I hit second gear, was hammering up that hill. I'm like, oh no!
It looks great though going down there. It looks awesome.
This thing runs so smooth.
It does.
It's amazing. Oh. All right. I almost took out the big giant cedar pole. I was headed right for it. We'll have to see how that looks on video.
That's awesome.
Oh, give me a high five there, Mr. Steve. All right, that was, we've been dreaming about this since when? August?
Yeah.
I don't know when we first did the walk around up here.
Yeah. Might have been June. Yeah.
Yeah. So you folks, I'll put a picture up of the video. I did when we cut the brush back up here, I did a drone flyover, and I think I can get a snapshot of how buried this thing was in the bittersweet and the brush. And we've been joking around for 4 months now talking about getting this far, and here we are. So there's more good things to come with this. Stay tuned.